guys? We are gonna find some bets. Good morning, everybody. So Better has a promo on Luka. It's only a max bet size of $10, but I paired with Dylan Cease. So the way these fantasy sites work, and dude, we have a huge day. But anyways, that's what I went with for the Better promo. But bro, we need KCP under 1.5 steals. That's not for tomorrow, but this was a live stream play. And remember, we get a 10% payout boost because we included a star. So we need Donovan Mitchell over 9.5 RAs. So we have some good looking plays, but maybe we start out on Underdog Fantasy. What do people think about that? Because they have some promos. Oh, fuck, bro. We only have 6 minutes. Which play? Which promo? Yo, guys, what promo should we go with? Lock in. We only got 6 minutes to lock in this promo. Underdog promo, 4 minutes. Bro, we got 6 minutes. What's up, guys? What promo do you guys want to take? Luka under and PRA. So let's just look quickly. I mean, sometimes I like doing a quick scan to kind of see like which discount is best. So let's just do this really quickly. I mean, we got to move quickly. So Mitchell's line is 25.5 points. Banchero's line is 24.5. So obviously, if they're discounting him to 20.5, it seems like the Mitchell play is probably the play to go with. Dude, so we are just riding Donovan Mitchell hard. You can see there's a bunch of esports plays, but you only have 2 books posting lines. There's some big discrepancies. But, like, anyways, there's only 2 data points. So it's not really clear, like, okay, is Underdog Fantasy screwing up? Underdog, they always seem to drop their esports lines, you know, first. Them and Hot Streak, then PrizePicks comes in a little bit later. But anyways, again, like, the way that Underdog works, this plays also on Dabble, is you take Terrence Mann's over or under, we're going to get the same payout. So all the books have Terrence Mann, his over, heavily favored. So it's like, okay, that's the play we want to be on. And then we just need to find one more pick that we can go with. Paul George under half of a block. I mean, honestly, I don't mind something like this. Paul George under half of a block. Just trying to move quickly. We want to get in this Underdog promo before the line moves. Or not before the line moves, but before before it's over. Before it's over. Good morning, everybody. So let's just lock this in. This is what I'm going to lock in. I try to give people some time to bet it, you know, just because they move things quickly. So you can see Donovan Mitchell, they're discounting his line from 25.5 to 20.5. So he's a minus 440 favorite to go over 20.5. You know, so minus 400, 4-1 favorite, like, you know, 80% to win. This discounts 80% to hit, and that's what I'm going to lock in. So hopefully you guys were able to get it in. Discount on Sports Quack. You guys are crazy, man. Fade Mitchell. Mitchell's discounted for a reason. Can we get some hockey picks, old man? Yo, chill. Not that old. But anyways, all the live stream plays, you'll see there's a sheet in the description on YouTube. They're all tracked there. So we got D. Mitch over 20.5 points. Who's selling this? No one's selling this. Paul George isn't getting a block. So we got Paul George over half of a block. And again, like Underdog, you can only bet these promos for usually like $10, whatever. But it adds up. I mean, like, minus 440 favorite to go over. This plays 80% to hit. So that's, just kind of finding picks with an edge. Odds Jam just kind of, there's thousands of lines available on Underdog. Really, the key is we want to see all these books are setting their own lines. Like, where's their value? And again, like, esports is, nice. At least that's what we had. Dude, I'm nervous to check. We got a soccer play going on right now, too. This was from Twitter. Fucking Toth Chong to not have a shot on goal. But esports, there's just so many games every day. So there's a lot of discrepancies in the market. So like here, for example, unfortunately, you only have 2 books that have already posted esports lines for tomorrow morning. But like, there's this huge discrepancy. I mean, right? You're not going to see a 4-point discrepancy in the NBA. So this is pretty crazy. So what you could do is you could middle it, bet the over 20.5 on Hot Streak, the under 24.5 on Underdog. If he has 21, 22, 23, 24, then you'll win both bets. So you could middle bet it if you wanted to. But maybe what we do is, again, make sure to lock in that Better promo. But Better actually had some good value. So are people fine with doing another Better slip? Let's see what we got here. Oy, oy, oy. So what do we have open on Fliff, too? We did some plays on Fliff yesterday. On last night's stream. So, if you just want to see what we're on. Again, all the live stream plays, you'll see them in the description on YouTube. But regardless, here's what we hit on Fliff in yesterday's live stream. Some early UFC picks. But maybe what we do is let's lock in a better slip while we can get it in. So again, the benefit of using multiple books is like Dylan Cease, you'll see there is no earned runs line. Like PrizePicks doesn't have this lineup. It's only available on Better. All these books set their own lines. So ideally you use as many of these books as possible. So let's go here. And let's just build a better slip quickly. Again, like you never know what book is going to have, kind of the best value on a given day. Obviously, if you haven't included the Luka play, probably a good play to include. Luka to score 1 point. I think he's scoring 1 point. But what we want to do is get in the rest of our plays. Okay. So what do we have here? Where is PJ Washington? So the second play, and obviously if you don't like any of the picks, you can skip them over for the Luka discount. But just straight from a value perspective, it's like, Gavin Stone. Under 15.5 outs. All the books have his under heavily favored. Weather, lineups, injuries, who's playing for the Braves and the Angels. Like, that's already baked into the market. These sports books aren't stupid. You'll see they're constantly, kind of ticking their odds around. All these books have kind of moved his line towards the under. So we essentially have dozens of data points telling us, hey, this guy's a lot more likely to go under. So let's go to Better. Let's go to the Braves game. Dude, these games start late. So let's go to the Braves game. And again, I wish they had a search button on Better, but we'll only do one Better slip just real quickly for the people that haven't already used the Luka discount. Where are you, Gavin Stone? Where is this guy? So we have Gavin Stone under 15.5 outs. And there's just a ton of value on Better. Tanner over 16.5 outs. So you can see in this case, all the books, like every play, I give out, I ensure has value. All the books have his over heavily favored. So let's just get this in quickly. Nope, that's not what I wanted to take. So we can move on with our lives. Wendell Carter over 16.5 PRAs. I do like that. Wendell Carter, he hooked us last game though. I don't know if anyone remembers. It was pretty brutal hook. What are we doing, bro? So there we go. And I have 100 Better bucks from some promos that I haven't used. So I'll just place this with Better bucks. And then you should be able to see it right here. Right? So here's the 5 picks I went with. And I just threw Better bucks on it. So it's a 20x payout on Better. Granted, if you use their site credit, like they don't give you your stake back. But regardless, that doesn't really matter. But if anyone remembers Wendell Carter last game, bro, what did we have on Wendell Carter, man? This motherfucker, bro. This was from the live stream. We had a 6 flex with the PrizePicks Taco Tuesday. He bricked I don't even remember, but he bricked free throws. This was the stupidest play ever. Because he had 6 points in the first quarter and then just did absolutely nothing except brick fucking free throws. But we got our Better play in. So then we can kind of move on with our lives. Try to find some new picks. And let's see what we have here. And we'll see what people like. So again, exciting somewhat. There's a new sports book. It's called Rebet. And what's nice about Rebet is it's legal in 47 states. So obviously there's hundreds of books, Bet Rivers, Fanatics. And there's always value on these books like Fanatics and stuff like that. It's a good book to have, but on these streams, I try to focus on the books that, most of us have access to that are legal and in more states. What are we talking about? And what's nice about Rebet is, you can literally, my username is Alex Monahan. So if you just follow me, you'll be able to see whenever I place a bet, you'll see the plays and kind of stuff like that. But anyways, let's kind of move on. Let's see what we got on PrizePicks, Caesars, FanDuel. And again, DraftKings always has some good value, but maybe what do we want to do? What book do you guys want to look at? PrizePicks. What was the Hauk pick? Over 16.5 outs for Tanner. So 3 baseball picks and then 2 NBA picks in the Better slip. So you should be able to see the full play just on my phone. Again, some of these sports books, they just don't have websites you can bet through. which is a little bit annoying. PrizePicks Flex Friday. So I already locked in my Flex Friday slip. This is what I went with. Apparently, you can't include a star for Flex Friday, but I mean, that's what I gave out on Twitter. And essentially, like, the way it works is, you know, you get, whoa, so PrizePicks has some good value. So let's do a PrizePicks slip quickly. And again, please build it just because they bump things crazy fast on PrizePicks. Or they've started to, especially on, so you can see like Lars Note Bar, like they already removed his under half of a run. But let's see if there's anything on PrizePicks, right? So it looks like the DiVincenzo pick is still available. Granted, he had, I think, 3 blocks yesterday against the 76ers. Yeah, he had 3 blocks. But I mean, come on. Dante DiVincenzo is not typically going to have 3 blocks in a game. And you can see it checks out from a value perspective. Like, PrizePicks is pretty tight right now. But you can see all the books are opening him for game 1 of Pacers-Knicks. All the books are opening his under as a heavy favorite. So let's just build a slip quickly for Flex Friday. If you haven't already used this promo, you just have to opt in under the promos tab. We're CS2. So let's go through this quickly. Let's see what we got. What are we doing, bro? Oh, this is League of Legends. So let's go over to League of Legends. And we'll just look at PrizePicks quickly. And then we can do Fliff or FanDuel, whatever people want. I feel like people are never interested in my FanDuel plays. But, you know, you can see right here, like, again, every pick, just making sure we find some value in the market. All these books are setting their own lines. We got multiple books, Hot Streak and ParlayPlay. Granted, Sports Quack has this line at 10. So people were saying there's a Sports Quack promo. You know, you could include this pick as well. Hot Streak opening them up at 8.5, ParlayPlay 9. So it's like, okay, we found this discrepancy in the market. Seems like there's, you know, a little bit of value on the under here. What do people think about baseball people and basketball people? What do people think about Wagner tonight as well as Marcus Stroman? We have Marcus Stroman fantasy score over and Wagner under 37 fantasy score. We also have Stroman plus Olsen under 11 strikeouts combo. So I kind of just start out by, you know, figuring out, okay, like which plays have value. And then from there, we kind of move on. And there's not like a ton of stuff on PrizePicks right now. Not a ton of good value in the market, but I'm sure we'll be able to put something together for the people who haven't done Flex Friday yet. So we got 2 picks so far. Granted, one of these we're going to have to wait till Monday. Some really good esports value. What do people think about Wagner? Anyone have thoughts on Wagner? Under 37.5 fantasy score. So obviously he's had a pretty good series. They're back at home. The Magic fucking destroyed the Cavs the previous games at home. Where is fantasy score? I don't even see it, man. Where is it? Where is it? Where is fantasy score? There we go. Under 37. Do people like fading Franz? I'm taking Stroman over in fantasy score. Stroman has been shit lately. Wagner been on a heater. Stroman been bad recently, but he's due for a great start. No one's giving me an answer on the NBA pick. So we got Stroman. I guess he's been ass recently. Over 30.5 fantasy score. So like maybe something like this. So now we have 4 picks. But again, like on PrizePicks, it does matter. You know, ideally we can they only give you a 5x payout for these 3-pick entries. Underdog, they give us a 6x payout, right? 10 to win 60, you know, whatever. So anyways, maybe we take Stroman's over, so that will make this a 4-pick entry. New arena rules on PrizePicks won't allow me to make picks that are more than 24 hours away. LSU over 12.5 runs. What the fuck? LSU over 12.5 runs. Wagner goes over his rebounds plus assists. Fuck PrizePicks for making Oregon an arena state. I know. These legislation are bullshit. What about Sonny Gray? Over 35.5 fantasy score. So I'm already on his strikeouts. I gave that out yesterday. At least I think I did. Yep. Over 5.5 strikeouts. Unfortunately, they've already bumped him to 6, which is a little annoying. But you can still get his fantasy score in. Gray. He's playing the White Sox, one of the shittiest teams in baseball. What's the White Sox record? 6-25. So, like, you know, hopefully he doesn't give up a lot of runs. Gets strikeouts. Like the way fantasy scores work is every run you give up is -3, every strikeout is +3, every out is +1. So it's kind of a combination of different props. But anyways, like if you wanted to do Flex Friday, you know, this is what, something like this I'd recommend. But unfortunately on PrizePicks, they only let me bet 5 slips per day. Maximum daily amount is $4,000, which is bullshit because they only give me 5 slips. So anyways, if someone wants to tail this and put a link in the chat, but I'm going to move on to Rebet and Fliff and kind of some other sports books. Fucking PrizePicks, man. But we have some good-looking slips. So DiVincenzo, no block. Under 10, map 1, 2 kills, League of Legends. Wagner, under 37, FS. Banchero's due for a big game. Fuck Wagner. Stroman and Gray over in fantasy score. Like, that would be the play. But I'm going to move on. So, better. So, what's nice about better, I mean, I think I've said this before, but is what you can do, they limit you to $100 per, you know, play. But what you can always do is just like go here. And so this Gavin Stone play keeps getting better. I mean, books just keep moving his line towards the under. -135 down to -151, down to -174. So what we can do is just like, you know, if there's a lot of plays with an edge, what I'll do sometimes is just, you know, Davis Schneider under half of a run to not score a run. A lot of these books, they only have one-way markets. So like on FanDuel, you can only bet on this player to score a run. You can't bet on him, you know, not to score a run. But some of the books have two-way markets, and you can see they all have his under heavily favored. And again, everything's baked into the market. Just follow the data, fire off a ton of plays with an edge, and, you know, you're good to go. So maybe I'll lock in a second better slip because why not? So this is what I had on better, just a little quick little, you know, second slip. Because they only give you a $100 max betting limit, so might as well put a little more on it. But what did I want to say is maybe let's check out like Underdog now. And Fliff, and Caesars, and DraftKings, and Underdog. So let's see what we got. In DraftKings, there's always some good value. I mean, you know, over 2.5 team total for the Nationals. The market's crossed with FanDuel. Like FanDuel has the under at +162, so this is an ARB, right? You can get the over 160 to win 100, the under on a different book, 100 to win 162. So like one of these two bets has to be profitable. It's an ARB. So, I mean, this on DraftKings if you're a DraftKings guy. But let's see what we have on Fliff. Just because DraftKings, I don't know how many states DraftKings legal in. I think like 10. We got our second better slip. Boosted odds on Chalkboard. So we can check out Chalkboard too. And Rebet. Where's Rebet? Is there any value on this new book, Rebet? Honestly, not really. I mean, not really. Not really. So you can see here, Blanco under 17.5 outs. Like Caesars has ripped this all the way to -157. Dude, it's so fun being a sports bettor. I mean, it's fucking crazy if you think about it. You know, it's like having hundreds of different stock prices and being a day trader. It's just, you can always... There's always books screwing up. So here you can see Bovada has the under all the way at -165. They have the over at +125. So this is a pick-em market, right? There's no hold between sports books. You could bet the over 100 to win 125 and the under on Fliff 125 to win 100, and you're not going to lose or win any money. You would just like, you know, one bet's going to win, one bet's going to lose, and you're going to end up flat. So this is a pick-em market, right? There's no hold in the market. It's like flipping a coin. It's a fair market. There's no vig, there's no juice, nothing like that. There's no hold between books. So maybe we play it. So maybe we get in a baseball pick on Fliff. So when does this game start? 5:10, Blanco. Player outs. And we can lock in that. And again, what's nice about Fliff is if you don't already use it, it's legal, you know, basically everywhere. Basically every state. I think, I don't know the exact number. I think like 45 states, something like that. So Rebet beats it out a little bit. Honestly, I don't even know how they do it, bro. Is anyone in here in Washington in the chat? Like, Washington has no sports books legal, but now they have rebet. I don't know. I actually read this article. Like, you can see here, Washington is the most negative gambling jurisdiction, but somehow rebet is legal there. I don't fucking know. But it's crazy and it's awesome. And there's been good value on it. And I personally, you know, I've only been using it like a week, so I'm not going to act like I'm an expert in this book, but there's been a lot of value on it, yada, yada. So anyways, was there anything on Caesars, DraftKings, something like that? So, I mean, there's some decent options on, like, DraftKings. Yeah. Underdog, so, like, PrizePicks, I already hit my cap. On Underdog, there's a lot of esports discrepancies, but most of these you'd want a middle bet. Like, they're just, like, 4-point discrepancies is crazy. ALEX's line, 27.5 on Underdog, 23.5 on Hot Streak. There's a lot of people who just bet esports. They use Hot Streak, bet the over 23.5. You know, on Hot Streak, bet the under 27.5 on Underdog. ParlayPlay, they've had promos the previous days. Granted, they haven't hit. Like, they had Kyrie, a promo on Kyrie last game. That didn't do anything. But let's see Dabble, too. I mean, yesterday our Dabble play got screwed. It was actually a very good... Whoa, bro. So there is some good value on Dabble. Dude. So again, the more books you use, the better. So this is the play. We already got this in for the Underdog promo. But the Underdog promo is only $10 max bet size. And it looks like, did they already bump Terrence Mann? So let's see what we have here. And what was I going to say is yesterday, what did we have, bro? Yeah, I mean, yesterday, we've just been running 2 for 3 on Dabble recently. Like, yesterday's slip was decent, but Miles McBride didn't get through. So you can see Underdog, they already bumped up Terrence Mann to 5 rebounds. So getting an edge, finding value is, you know, obviously important. So what we can do is we can just kind of double down on this on and they will end up bumping it, so try to move quickly. And they also have this play on Dylan Cease. So we go to the Padres Diamondbacks game, and we need to find earned runs. All the books have Cease as a big favorite to go under. Terrence Mann as a big favorite to go over. So it's like, okay, that's awesome. And then we just need to find, ideally, one more pick that we can kind of go with. So let's filter out everything but Dabble. Sometimes just like information. We need one last pick. So let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can find our third pick real quickly. Nah. What's annoying about this platform is you really want to place 3 pick entries, and I mean, I don't know. We have 2 good picks, but there's nothing else that's particularly crazy. If you haven't played the PrizePicks slip yet, so here's what we were building again. A good play well, they actually already bumped it. Alex call over half of the base. PrizePicks has just been getting a little quicker with their bumps, which is frustrating, but not much we can do about that. But let's go back to Fliff and rebet, and let's see if we can find anything decent. Maybe another Dabble play will show up. What about Tanner Bibby? And my gut tells me they're probably going to move this quickly. His line has just been getting hammered towards the under. Maybe it's lineups. Maybe the coach said, oh, we're going to limit his number of pitches. Like, there's a ton of reasons the market can move, right? Like, there's a ton of reasons a stock price changes every day. And they already removed it anyways. So that's fucking annoying. But what was I going to say is, like, you know, lineups, injuries, like, there's tons of reasons the market's constantly moving around. And what's great about sports betting nowadays is it's mobile. So, like, you know, let's just say, hypothetically, Luka's ruled out tonight. He was sick last game. If he's ruled out tonight, like, you pop over to PrizePicks, fast as fuck. You have, you know, your alerts on. You take Kyrie's over. You know, you can pick off books really quickly because sports betting's mobile. All these books are a tab click away. But let's see, is there anything else that's impactful, exciting, anything? So maybe we just look at basketball for a sec. So it seems like the best value on FanDuel for the FanDuel people is Kyrie over 4.5 rebounds. I mean, so like what is FanDuel doing? They have pretty tight, like FanDuel doesn't have a lot of juice in their market. Sleeper has 74 cents. You know, FanDuel only has 22 cents, but you can see here, like all the books have Kyrie as, you know, like a minus 160 favorite to go over. FanDuel sitting at minus 124. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? But anyways, we'll call it a day for now. It seems like we got in the best value. We did the Underdog promo. Again, we went through PrizePicks Flex Friday, but I hit my cap for today. You know, we went through some plays with value on like DraftKings and FanDuel and Better. And again, any live stream plays we officially locked in, which is 2 better slips, a Fliff play, and an Underdog promo. You'll see them all tracked in the live stream sheet. But yeah, thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the games. And have a great Friday and a great weekend. I'll be streaming tomorrow, probably later tonight. We have early, bro. Early. Nuggets are minus 180 favorites. Dude, the Timberwolves get no respect. The Suns, I think, were favored to beat the Timberwolves. Or it was really close. It was either like minus 120 to win the series Timberwolves, like the Timberwolves were slightly favored, or the Suns, but Nuggets are huge favorites in game 1. Not huge, but I mean minus 190, 2-1, minus 200, 2-1 favorites. But tonight, you know, this game looks like it's going to be a blowout, and Pacers, Knicks, minus 200. Kind of lines up. Nuggets and Knicks are minus 200 favorites in game 1. But anyways, I'll call it a day for now. Thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, have a great rest of